Hi everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations. My name is Sydney and today we are going to learn how to crochet the square with eyelet diagonals. So what you are going to need for this square is your yarn of choice, of course. I'm just using some red heart, and then I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You will need a tapestry or darning needle to weave in your ends, of course, and some scissors. So we will go ahead and get started. There is two different ways that you can start the square. You can either do the magic circle or you can do the chain method, which I will be doing the chain method. So of course you will start off with a slip knot if you are doing the chain method. And then we are going to crochet or chain up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back into that first stitch that we made, and we are going to slip those two together. So now for the first round, we are going to chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then that is going to count as our first double crochet. And now we are going to chain up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to go into that circle and we are going to place a double crochet. And after you get that double crochet, we are going to chain up 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place another double crochet into that circle. Chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place another double crochet into that circle. Chain 5 once more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to slip stitch into that third chain that we made. For row number 2, we are going to chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3. And in the next 2 chains, we are going to place a double crochet in each of those. So here's my first double crochet. And here's my second. Again, that chain 3 that we made at the beginning will count as a stitch. So after you get those 2 double crochets, you should have that chain 3 and then the 2 double crochets. Now we are going to chain up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the last 2 chains, we are going to place a double crochet in each of those. So 1 and 2. In that double crochet from the previous round, we will place a double crochet into that stitch. Double crochet into the next 2 chains. So 1 and 2. Chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last 2 chains, we are going to place a double crochet in each. And we are just going to continue doing that until we get to the end of row 2. And then I will meet you for the ending. So I'm finishing off. I have those 2 stitches and then I'm chaining 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in those last 2 stitches, I will place a double crochet in each. And then we are going to slip stitch on top of that chain 3 that we made at the beginning. And for row number 3, we are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Place a double crochet in these 2 stitches. So 1, 2. And remember that chain 3 will count as a stitch. In the next 2 chains, we are going to place a double crochet. So 1, 2. So now you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. And then we are going to chain 5. Yeah, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a double crochet in the last 2 chains. 1 and 2. Double crochet until you get to that next chain. So when you get to that chain space, we are going to place a double crochet into the next 2 chains. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is going to be the repeat for row number 3, and then I will meet you for the ending in row 4. I am now at the end of round 3, so I have my 2 double crochets at the end of that chain 5 space, so in those last 2 chain spaces, and then I have my 3 double crochets. And now we will slip stitch into that chain 3 space that we made at the beginning. And for round 4 and further rounds, we will continue increasing in the same way by double crocheting into each of these stitches until you get to that chain space. You will place the 2 double crochets into those 2 chain spaces or chain stitches, chain 5, 2 double crochets into the last 2 chain spaces, and then double crochet in each of these, and you will just continue increasing. That is how we do the square with the eyelets diagonals. If you did enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give me a like, share, comment, or subscribe, but also check out my other videos. I do have tutorials on knitting and crocheting. I do also have some content as far as weaving and spinning goes. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you then.